Hi there, Ash from Nomisma here. Just creating this short video for you in relation to our CRM upgrades, which have gone live over the weekend. So there's a few changes that have happened, and it's mainly UI based, as well as a couple of changes in relation to our compliance integration. So the pages it affects are the clients and the contacts. So let's have a look. I'm just going to drill down into my client. And you'll notice that the whole page has just had a revamp. So we've grouped the information together in different places so that hopefully it makes a little bit more sense to you when you're beginning to use it. Now, in addition to the toolbar we've got at the top, we've got a toolbar down the left side so you can navigate, and hopefully over time you'll begin to get used to it and the information will become more valuable to you. So we've got client details, contacts, and then we've got trading and address information, which I'm not going to go into in too much detail, but hopefully it is self-explanatory. And then we have our compliance and deadlines. So we've got all of the compliance fields here. So if you have different government gateway logins, you can store them. And then we've got our deadlines for this particular client, which you can enter here. You've got your software, so the different packages that you use. And based on your selection here, if you selected, say, Xero, QuickBooks Free Agent, or any other package, then the Nomisma bookkeeping profile in compliance would become inactive. But as soon as you change it to Nomisma, then it will be active and the data will sync again. Okay. And then we've got payroll, just to store your payroll information. And again, this will sync to the payroll profile in compliance. And then finally, we've got VAT. Moving on, we've got credit control, where you can just see some information in relation to your client, how much you should be charging them, additional fees, work performed. So this will eventually pull through their turnover, their transaction count, number of pay slips from the compliance modules in Nomisma. Then you've got billing information, and finally a client statement. So in the notes section, you can really quickly add additional internal notes. Save that, and it will just list it as a comment here, which any member of staff can then go into and respond to it. Within emails, so your emails, just like Outlook, will appear on the right-hand side where you'll be able to view them, and then you'll have a list of all of the emails sent to your client on the left side. The same goes for SMS. And then with jobs, you would just have a list of all of your jobs in one location. With documents, you'll be able to view a list of all of the documents that have been uploaded, and then you have some options here to edit, download, preview, complete details, or delete. But if we select edit, we can decide what folder it goes into or add a description. We could download that file. So this is the contract that I've signed from the quotes and proposals section. So all quotes, all contracts that are signed in the quotes and contract section will be stored here for you. And then we've got marketing information to monitor where they've come in terms of marketing. Value-added services, if you are upselling any services and you want to monitor the agreement. And then finally, we've got history, which is essentially an audit trail of all activity on the account. So field level changes. So if I was to change dispensation status from select an option to covered, then it would store that in history, and you would see exactly when it was changed, who it was changed by, what it was previously, and what the field is now. And then within contacts, again, we've updated the UI on this, and it's looking just like clients. What I didn't mention on clients is that the individual client would be stored in compliance as either a limited company, a sole trader, a partnership, an LLP, and any contacts, when they have the self-assessment service enabled, then it will store them as a self-assessment profile. So here Again, I won't go into too much detail, but you've got some basic information. The last KYC pass date, which is extremely useful if you want to do new KYCs for all of your clients every year. Within client, you can select which client they relate to. So your clients will be your companies and the contacts will be the individuals as to who they are within each individual company. So we've got director and we've got many different job titles there, as well as roles. And then in shareholder, you've got the shareholder information for this company. So what shareholding do they have within Nomisma Solution Limited, if they have a shareholding? Then we've got ID and address. Useful, it is stored from their KYC. We've got compliance data, if they have a different login for the government gateway, their personal UTR, and the national insurance number. We've got operations, so this is where you can mark that a self-assessment is required. And if that is required, that is when it will create it or synchronize it to the compliance module based on the UTR number. And we've got portal user. So I can see the portal is active for this client, so they can log in and access any documents. And then we've got email and SMS, which are exactly the same as the client section. History, that takes a while to load, so I'm just going to pause here. Oh, there you go. So this is the audit trail, so we can see who updated it, what the field was that changed, and when it was changed. So this was changed to the 13th of April 2050, and this is the date and time it was changed on. Within documents, I can add new documents, and I can decide whether it's visible to the client. So if you mark as visible to the client, then it will be uploaded to their portal and they will be able to log in and access that document. So then I've got internal or external. I can select the file name. So if I just put the contract that I downloaded and then save that, then the contract uploaded here, I can download it. The client would be able to see that on the portal. And that is exactly how the document section works. Now, finally, we've got notes. So again, you can have internal notes on individual contacts. So does not like to be phoned. Yeah. Or wants to purchase a vehicle, needs advice around VIKs. So you can really begin communicating internally more effectively. And then in the top right-hand corner, you can send an email or send an SMS. You still have the ability to add warnings. So you could put, does not like to be phoned. And then that will continue to add the red bar at the top. So you shouldn't be able to miss that. And if you need to do a KYC on this individual, you can go through and do an individual KYC without having to go through the onboarding process. So those are the updates we've made. We've got the new UI on the clients, we've got the new UI on the contacts, and we've improved the integration between CRM and compliance so that clients will be created as business clients. You will have a payroll profile, a bookkeeping profile, and a final accounts profile based on the software selected, and the contacts will be created as self-assessment clients within compliance, as well as directors on the company that they belong to. I hope this is useful. If you have any questions, do reach out. We're more than happy to help with absolutely anything you need. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you, everyone. Bye.